Hello, everybody. Today I'm here with Disney Heroes Battle Mode 4.2.10. I'm sure it's pretty obvious to you already. I am sick, and there's not really a whole lot I can do about it, so I do apologize for the way my voice sounds, but that's just how it's going to be. We are actually getting 22 from Pixar Soul today, and some other stuff, but let's just look at 22 here. I want to note, because I know people probably talk to me about it in the comments, but I'm going to refer to 22 as she, her pronouns. She is technically also does not have a gender, but in the movie they do actually refer to her as with she, her pronouns. So either way you want to do it is fine. I'm just going to use she, her. It's pretty cool to be getting 22. I started recently doing this Pixar team where I want to do one character from every movie in the Pixar universe, I guess. And we didn't have any from Soul yet, so it's really cool to get 22. I actually did a hero concept for 22, which of course I'll be comparing this 22 to that concept pretty soon here. The one with Perry is actually coming out tomorrow, so look forward to that. But yeah, it's really cool to get 22. I think she looks a little strange. The personality, everything is alright, but yeah, her face is almost a little bit more dopey than she is in the movie, but she also is just a dopey character, so it does fit her as well. But there's really not a lot to say about her design. Everything else they captured pretty perfectly, so she's a really cool character to get. Again, filling in another series from the Pixar universe that we didn't already have. So that's always great. So she's going to be a control hero on the blue team and will be in the prize wall starting September 1st. So it seems as though we'll be getting news about the prize wall hero like 2 weeks in advance. From now on, that kind of happened with Perry as well, so I'd expect that forever until this year, the game ends. But let's go through her skills. First up is the Mischievous Chemist. 22 hurls a flask at the enemy with the highest basic damage. Once it explodes, enemies in the area will be blinded for a duration and dealt fantastic damage. So I think that was from the one scene where she's trying to figure out what she could be good at, and she tries a bunch of different jobs, and one of them is the test tube here, which I wouldn't be surprised that most of her skills have to do with that, because she has a lot of different stuff in that one scene. Next up is Kickback. 22 hits a soccer ball at the frontmost enemy, dealing fantastic damage. The enemy gets knocked back while also having their movement and attack speed reduced by % for a duration. Again, I think that's from that same scene. I really have nothing to say about that. Reel them in. 22 reels in the furthest enemy on the battlefield. The fishing rod and removes all their buffs. That enemy also takes normal damage and is snared for a duration. Enemies hit with the skill are considered to have been knocked back, which is kind of strange that it knocks them back. You'd think it would like pull them forward. But again, pretty sure that's from the same scene. My Spark. For each buff removed from Reel them in, the enemy takes normal damage, has stacks of fatigue applied to them, and has energy removed. Her little badge, finding that final spark, is really important to her character, so it certainly makes sense to make a skill out of it. Finally, the Soul Searching. After using Kickback, 22 will immediately cast Reel them in. Reel them in now deals an additional amount of normal damage and applies random disable to the enemy hit for a duration. Alright, so her friendships are with Joy and Quackerjack. Joy just makes perfect sense. Like, they almost look like the same character in a way, even with the little spiky part in the back of their head. And also their movies have similar theming and are both Pixar movies, so it makes a lot of sense. Their personalities are a little contrasting, but I'm sure that will play into part in their friendship. Quackerjack feels like they stuck their hand into a hat and pulled out this random name. They are both very wacky, very goofy, like to play pranks on people, so I assume that's probably the connection, but otherwise that is a very strange friendship, I would say. And it's kind of surprising that they came up with that one. As well as, I'd be curious to hear how they end up actually coming up with the two friendships, because some of them are always very surprising to me. And like, I would completely forget about Quackerjack if I was making the game. But anyways, this is a follow-up update and server update that's coming out on Tuesday, August 23rd. So we'll be seeing that this Tuesday, which is great. Hopefully she actually shows up, because I remember Perry did not show up on that day. So it'd be nice if she actually does show up on that day. We'll have to see, though. Just for my final thoughts, my voice is about to give out, I feel like, so I really need to hurry up here. This game really feels like it's on its last leg, and it feels like almost any character now will be its final, which is really sad. And I could be completely wrong, but just the lack of new content and everything, and getting basically one character a month is really making it feel like there's not a lot left in the game. But getting a new character like 22 from Soul, maybe gives you a little hope, like they have the ability to take characters from somewhat newer series. I don't know. But Perry and 22 have been pretty cool characters from new series. So it would be cool if we are getting a very small amount of characters left here. Like, say there are only 10 more characters. It'd be cool if we got like one from newer series that we haven't already had. For example, all the Pixar series we don't yet have, maybe some of the princesses we don't have, like Cinderella, or even just a 5th character to the series that only have 4 characters right now, like an Aladdin character or a Frozen character, you know, stuff like that. But anyways, that's all I have to say. I'm excited to see 22 in action, and I'm sure most of you are excited to see her too. She's a pretty cool inclusion, I think. But thanks for watching, and I will see you then. Goodbye.